The stakes are not as high as we would have expected, but Manchester United versus Liverpool remains one of the most anticipated fixtures going into any Premier League season. These two teams have served us some of the best rivalries we've seen in Premier League history, and now we are getting another exciting edition on the card. Getting straight into the talk, Victor, who are the favorites in your opinion going into this game?
You just want to hear me say it, don't you? Come on. Be honest. You just want to hear me say, yeah, man, you are favorites against Liverpool. Look, they have been brilliant since Carrick took over, at least compared to whatever train wreck they were doing under Amorim. And they're playing at home. On top of that, Liverpool have had an underwhelming season. I don't think anybody can dispute that. And they're still not fully certain of their spot in the Champions League next campaign. Now, naturally, form is almost completely meaningless ahead of a game like this, but United have to simply be seen as favorites, including by me.
Wow. Anyways, over to you, Max. Both sides, just like Victor said, are looking to steal a top five finish. But do you think this game impacts the outcome of that in any way?
I wouldn't say so because Man United are definitely in the top five already, and even if Liverpool lose this one, there's still minimum of 5 points gap, even if Brighton win their game. But I don't see Brighton winning every single game until the end of the season, and Liverpool also have the games that they are gonna win or draw at least. So I mean, yeah, it's a crucial game, but for the top five, I wouldn't say so.
Fair enough. Anyways, back to you, Victor. Taking the start of the season and now the present into account, which side's position on the table is more shocking or surprising?
Again, you just really want to hear me say, of course it's Liverpool. Look, I've said this plenty of times before. Winning the league, spending a record amount, and going from first to squeaky bumming over your place in the top five, this is unacceptable on every level. Of course, Liverpool's start was absolutely unsustainable. Those 5 wins in the first 5 rounds, all of those were deeply flawed. All of those wins. But even then, you'd still think they would not go out of the title race by early November, right? It was just such a collapse from Liverpool. It wasn't even funny, regardless who you support. As for United, they've improved a lot, and kudos to them for it. But Liverpool should have been so much more than what they are this season. So yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah, I do agree that Liverpool is more shocking. I mean, both sides are shocking, but Liverpool expected better from them, to be fair. But
The thing
anyways,
is, Manchester United are rather shocking for the positives, in a
yeah, exactly.
positive way, because the way they started and the way they were playing under Amorim, there was all doom and gloom. Everybody was tipping them for a relegation battle, and then
Yeah,
Carrick took over and did this.
yeah, fair point. And then over to you again, Mark. Seeing as the future of both managers are still actually under doubt, which of the managers are more than likely to remain, as head coach for the respective clubs for next season?
I would probably say at this point of the season, I expect both of them stay. Because I saw a lot of rumors about Slot most likely staying at the club, that the managers of the club are thinking that he's the better suited person to head the club for the next season. And also Man United, I mean, would you even mind sacking Carrick after what he's done to your club this season? It would just be unacceptable, at least from the fans' perspective, because, okay, he made it to the top three, let him the next season. Yeah, if they blow, then you can always say thanks for the previous season, and we're gonna search for the better manager at this moment, but for now it feels like both of them staying.
Interesting take. Anyways, back to you, Victor. Who are the key players or what are the tactical decisions that could impact this game?
I mean, I think Alex Isak is going to start again because, I mean, who else? And I'm quite sure he'll give the United defender some headaches. But what I expect for him is not necessarily goals, but rather creating space for Wirtz and Ngumoa. I think Ngumoa starts here. In midfield, Casemiro's tackles will be vital against Wirtz. And if Casemiro gets an early yellow, I think it might get quite tricky for him.
Interesting. Max, your take on that one?
I mean, I'd say there's plenty. First of all, the Heaven, because he was doing decent in the latest games, and as we know, Euro is injured, then Martinez also. So most likely they're starting with Maguire and Heaven, and all the eyes will be on Heaven. For the midfield, it's always about Bruno, and also Casemiro was scoring a lot this season, and from the corners as well, which was a dangerous area for the Liverpool lately. And I mean, Cunha is usually doing great against big sides, so I kind of expect him to perform well as well. So I'd say probably these guys.
Interesting. Victor, any bold predictions for this game?
Bruno Fernandes gets his 20th assist against United's biggest rivals.
Max, your take on that one?
I was even thinking him making 2 and breaking the record against Liverpool.
Me, I was thinking he's not going to get an assist against Liverpool.
Okay.
But anyways, we're down to score predictions, starting with you, Max. Manchester United versus Liverpool.
3-2 United.
Victor, your prediction?
That's the thing. I kept bigging up United as favorites and whatnot, but I am actually going 3-2 Liverpool.
I think we're going to see a 2-2 draw, in my opinion.
So regardless,
Makes
plenty
sense.
of goals.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees there will be goals, but I think there will be a 2-2 draw, in my opinion. I don't see Liverpool losing twice to United in one season, but I might be wrong. But anyways, there you have it, Manchester United versus Liverpool. This has been a very, very heated rivalry over the past years, and we are going to see another edition once again on Sunday. There's not really a lot of implications here, but it's still an exciting game for neutrals and fans alike to watch, and we'll be sure to discuss all the best talking points after they happen.